Alright guys, we gotta talk about this game, Demon Slayer, or Kimetsu no Yaiba Hinokami Kepputan, which is basically Ninja Storm reskinned to be Demon Slayer, but I just got some thoughts and feelings on it that I just want to rant out. I'm not gonna waste too much time, I just want to say, hey, this is a cool looking game, and frankly, I regret not playing more of these type of games. I played a few Ninja Storms, and especially the proper numbered series. They're actually really good. Like, oh my god, I think Ninja Storm 3 and 4 had really legitimate story modes with big-ass boss fights, and yeah, it's gimmicky, but it's like kind of good. And even though the PvP, which is the main selling point of the games, it's not competitive, it's not Smash Bros, okay, I get it, it's not Street Fighter, but it's like there's something legitimately great with those games. And then now there was, oh my god, there was like some seriously good like Shinobi Striker games where it's kind of like 4v4, and then there's like Capture the Flag and shit. Didn't play those, I wish I did, but this one looks like it's going to be a 1v1, basically Ninja Storm clone style game. And I think that this game, probably more than the other like Naruto games or the Dragon Ball Z games, I think might actually be competitive. I think it might actually be the most sincere attempt from CyberConnect 2 that we have ever seen. So, if you guys don't know the history of these games, basically, I think Dragon Ball Z Budokai, I think a lot of us played that back in the PlayStation era, right? You know, PlayStation 2 and stuff like that. Budokai was freaking sweet. It was like one of the first big anime fighters that a lot of people knew about. And then the Naruto games came out and kind of simplified a lot of things too. And it was really hit or miss with the fighting community. Mostly miss though, because these games are completely fucking broken. They're always broken, like as in like sometimes the frame rate, like honestly, but they're just so overpowered with certain characters, totally unbalanced. But you know, actually, and a lot of the mechanics are really random too. But there really is some seriously fun stuff going on here, and it could always have the potential to be properly competitive. But they were a little too bombastic. And that's going to be a double-edged sword moving forward here, talking about this new game, Demon Slayer. So for the most part, I'm able to just reference all these other games at the beginning of this video because this is a clone game. This is a game that if you actually, most fighting games, it's kind of like a company makes a game and it does well, and they kind of just reskin it with different, you know, IPs or whatever. So instead of Dragon Ball or instead of Naruto, this time it is Demon Slayer. But uniquely, and actually as I mentioned a year ago when Demon Slayer came out, I have a feeling that this would be the best version of these kind of games, and I'm going to go ahead and just say why. So firstly, this looks fucking great. I think we've come a long way with cell shading and with making 3D games look 2D and utilizing 2D, you know, assets and just making shit look anime as fuck. So this is the most anime AF fighting game that I have seen, and I am also very excited about Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm very excited about a lot of other, like not even technically fighting games, but just big arena battlers, you know, like even games like Spellbreak. Why not? You know, I really like this art style, this cartoon look, and the magic and stuff like that. I love the spectacle fighting nature of these fighting games. Yeah, this is basically like if a spectacle fighter was PvP. This is, you know, that's Naruto, that's Dragon Ball Z, this is Demon Slayer. But Demon Slayer, unlike those other games, is, yes, it's anime as fuck, and it's gonna be ridiculous. People are gonna be air hopping, double jumping, blinking, teleporting, and there's gonna be some magic and shit, sure. But it's not gonna be as bombastic. It's not going to be as nuclear as Dragon Ball Z. It's not going to be as, you know, ninja and as like clones and summoning giant monsters and as ridiculous as Naruto. It's going to be a little bit more down to earth. It's going to be a little bit, I'm going to say, boots on the ground. And also with all the characters having similar fighting styles, as in, not all fighting styles, but, you know, they're all going to mainly use katanas and swords and a similar, you know, sort of vibe and feel between all of them, where a lot of the characters in Naruto fight totally differently. And while I think a lot of characters in Dragon Ball games do fight similarly, they're still just, they're just fucking much, right? They're just, you know, Kamehamehas and shit. So Demon Slayer is just a little bit more tame, and I think that this is really going to be the proper balance that the game needs to actually be balanced. Because the thing is, in these games, if you're gonna have a character that summons giant monsters and nobody else can, you're not gonna break the lore for that. They're gonna be, you know, summon giant monsters, or they're gonna be a complete zoner and they could just spam, you know, giant birds that explode or some bullshit or whatever, you know? So, or, you know, a character is faster than any other character. They will literally be balanced to be faster than any other character, and they're gonna break the fucking game. Demon Slayer, I think, from what I can see from the trailers, from what I see from the gameplay, and what I know of this universe, I have a feeling that this is going to be more balanced than any others, and because it's not going to be so much of a ridiculous spectacle, it might run really good. Now, this game is also being built with PlayStation 4 in mind, So that's coming out this year on PlayStation 4. I have a feeling that on modern software, I mean hardware, on modern machines, that this is going to run pretty great. So I'm really excited about this game in terms of performance and in terms of a sportability, but also Demon Slayer is just kind of kick-ass, right? The movie is breaking charts. The anime is critically acclaimed. Everyone loves it. The manga is beautiful and also a finished story. And a lot of people just want a fighting game in this universe. Now, for me, I personally wanted something maybe more unique, more asymmetrical, but at the same time, with the pedigree that this company has, I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of tame it down, turn it down, tone it down, and make something that might legitimately have some traction on Twitch. It might have some community tournaments and events that get pretty popular. So if you guys don't know, because YouTube, and social media works like this, anime games and anime YouTubers kind of work hand in hand, but the general gaming audience kind of avoids games that aren't hyper competitive or what have you, but actually these games, you might not have them recommended in your feed, they get a lot of views. So they're really fun, they actually can be competitive, there's unique builds and unique strategies, and there are combos, and it is a fighting game. Like, these games can be great, but often a lot of people overlook that. And frankly, a lot of people who play these games are kind of just in it for that spectacle, for that it's anime as fuck feeling. And that is cool, and I'm gonna play it because it's anime as fuck, but I'm gonna take it seriously because I think that this game finally actually is gonna be the one that deserves to be taken seriously. After all these years of these Budokai-esque and Ninja Storm style games, I think it's about time with Demon Slayer and with its popularity, and also, again, with everything that I've talked about, with its more down-to-earth mechanics, I think that this has a legitimate chance at being, I don't want to say an esport, but a game that is finally worthy of being legitimate, I guess, to be legitimized as an actual fighting game. Because a lot of people think Naruto is just a one-button mashing kind of rock, paper, scissors style game. Or, like these Dragon Ball games, they're just there to just, be anime. It's just an anime. It's a playable, cutscene simulator. But no, I think Demon Slayer is going to be an actual legitimate fighting game. Now, story mode is going to be cool. It's just going to rehash the story. I've played these before, but if they actually run this like the numbered Naruto series, then there's probably going to be some fun gimmicks. Probably it's going to look great. It will retell the anime, probably from some different angles, and especially in Naruto, sometimes you got some nuance of characters that you didn't even get in the anime. And I wouldn't say it's filler, I would say it just kind of adds to the depth of these characters and the nuance. And it helped me understand, like in Naruto, it helped me understand Sasuke's personality and perspective far before like it was actually revealed with the new Naruto series. So I really actually do appreciate these games, and I think Demon Slayer could just based on the way that the show kind of runs, likely skipping some manga content, I think that we really could dive a little bit deeper with some of these characters, especially like Zenitsu. I think I really, and Boar Boy. Yeah, I really want to dive into their characters, and some that didn't get a lot of screen time, so it would be really interesting to get that, and I think it's going to be fun. And will they do a good job with the story? Yes, but it is going to be mostly a rehashing. I didn't see much with environmental effects. It's not like Dragon Ball Z. I didn't see much with a lot of characters having totally different archetypes, like in Naruto. It does seem like it's going to be more down to earth. Characters are probably going to play more similarly. There's probably going to be a smaller cast of characters in this game, but I think with that tightness, with the scope of this game and the style of this world, I have a feeling that if you want to play a weird kind of Dissidia style or Naruto style fighting game, that this is going to be the one that actually has popularity. Yeah, I said the name Dissidia. Did you guys even know Final Fantasy Dissidia is a thing? That game died instantaneously. I think there was also like Gundam Battlers. Some of these spectacle fighters are bigger definitely in Japan and in the East, but I think Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hinokami, Kepputan, I think this game could be pretty big, and I would love to cover it and do some 1v1s and maybe some tournaments on this channel. So what do you guys think? Is Demon Slayer going to be the fighting game? Is this going to be hype, or is it going to be flight? Let me know in the comments below, but just wanted to kind of peel some eyeballs on this. I mean, a lot of people know about it, but hardcore gamers, MMO gamers and RPG gamers, do you know about this game? Because I think you should. So now you do. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's pretty much it. I'm excited for it. I want to play it. I just ask you guys to keep the hype alive, and I'll see you again next time.